And in this procedure, there are some buyers and sellers, and they are trying, they bargain and they try to settle the price of the product. So always try to remember that it is a process, and in this process, price has been fixed by the buyers and sellers. Okay. So the last day I already have told to you that I already have told to you that there are basically two types. Are you seeing the file?
Yes, sir.
Basically two types: perfect competition and imperfect competition. And imperfect competition, there are actually three types. So basically there are four types of market exist in the world. So we need to know at first perfect competition. So if I already have said that perfect competition is a basic structure, standard type of market. So at first I am discussing what is perfect competition, then it will be easier for us to make a comparison among others. So look here, what is perfect competition? At first, then I will go again if it is clear. Perfect competition. I say that in the world, it is rarely exist a perfect competitive market. Why? Because of its characteristics. Which characteristics actually a perfect competition should exist? It is rare in practice. For that reason, yes, some characteristics actually match, but some characteristics does not match. Okay, look, what is the definition? It is a market setting, okay, where there is large number of sellers of homogeneous product. So it means what? It means if it is a perfect competition, the product should be homogeneous. You think in this way. So Kia also producing soap, Kia soap, aromatic soap. If these soaps are in perfect competition, then look, all soap should be homogeneous. Homogeneous means what? Actually, are it homogeneous? No, because Kia soap color, Kia soap fragrance, Kia soap design does not match with aromatic soap, Dove soap. So it means what? It means yes, soaps market are in competitive market, but not perfect competition, because homogeneous product should be homogeneous, same color, same fragrance, same materials. The next line, each seller supplies a very small fraction of the total supply. It means in this market there are huge numbers of sellers. Okay, as there are huge numbers of sellers, therefore every seller will have a very small amount of market share. No single seller is powerful enough to influence the market price, nor a single buyer. So it means what? It means yes, large number of seller, that is true, but their market share is very low. And if market share is very low, what does it mean? It means each seller does not have that much power to influence the market price or the product. Even it is true for buyer. Buyer means there are large number of buyer also. So if there are large number of buyers, you think in this way, if there is only one buyer, then what is the willingness of the buyer? Actually, if the buyer, when there is only one buyer, if the buyer doesn't want to purchase the product, the seller in will be great sufferer. So there are large number of buyers and sellers in this market. Look, there are more other characteristics also. We will discuss about the characteristics. Look, These are the characteristics. Okay, after these characteristics, I will tell what is written here. What is written here, I will tell. Okay, look, a large number of buyers and sellers. I already have I already have told homogeneous product. Number three is what? Perfect mobility of factors of production. Perfect mobility of factors of production. Actually, it means that a factor in production, for example, a labor or a worker who works in Chittagong. Okay, if he goes to Dhaka, the remuneration package, the compensation package always will be same. I need your response. If a worker who works in EPZ, for think Chittagong EPZ, okay, if he moves to Dhaka, is it possible that Dhaka and Chittagong city all benefits are same?
No way, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So most of the cases you will find that who lives in Chittagong want to go to Dhaka because of the environment of Dhaka. So it means what? Perfect mobility of factors of production. Which are the factors of production? In the production chapter, I already have told that capital, labor, this is Q means production. Production depends on capital, labor, land. This is land. This is organizations, farm. Still, you need more technology, time. So these are actually the factors of production. T means technology, small t is time, M is other raw materials. So there are actually huge number of factors of production you need to produce something. So third characteristic says that all factors are perfectly mobile. You think in this way. For example, okay, the land of hill tracks. Is it possible to use in Chittagong city? Is it possible to carry the land of hill tracks to
No.
Chittagong city?
No,
No.
sir.
So it means perfect mobility of factors of production. It is not actually possible. But if you want to say that it is a perfect competition, these characteristics must have been fulfilled. Okay. Free entry and free exit of farms. You think in this way. Let the Sanmar Ocean City. If you want to have a shop in Sanmar Ocean City, you think in this way, is it possible to have a shop in Sanmar Ocean City now? Is it possible to purchase a shop in Sanmar Ocean City?
Yes, sir.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let you have purchase a shop in Sanmar Ocean City. Is it possible to sell it?
Yes, Yes. sir.
So that means you can purchase it now, sell it again, purchase it now, sell it again. Can you do it in this way? No. That is the main point. Main point is what? Actually, if you say that you can purchase a shop in Sanmar Ocean City now, it is also not possible. Why? Because Sanmar Ocean City, for example, let have 100 shops. Okay. Most of the shops already are continuing their business. So if you want to purchase it now, it is not possible. Yes, if you give high amount of price, then some shop you can sell. But that doesn't mean that you can purchase any shop. Actually, here means what? Here means you think in this way. You think in this way. Let this is a market. Okay. So when a market has started its business, okay, let these are the farms. Okay, so you actually own these farms. So if you sell these farms, make it clear, or if you stop your production, okay, and sell this farm to this one, it means what? These farm become now a big farm. Then it will control the market. So other farm will not give you this chance. Is it clear or not what I am trying to say? So actually what you are thinking that in a market structure, a farm can easily come into the market, and again after sometimes it can sell the farm, again after sometimes you can entry. No, it is not possible. Okay, because other farms will not give you this chance. Why? They will be loser. Or you think in this way, which way? That your neighbor actually purchase a farm, okay, and after sometimes again he sells the farm, okay, after sometimes again he purchase another farms. So actually it will hamper your business activities, so you will not give this chance. So this is also not possible, free entry and exit of farms. Perfect knowledge. So when you are purchasing a product, do you know 100% materials of the product?
No, sir.
Yes, you can say that you know 80%, but 100% is not actually possible to know. So perfect knowledge of the product is not still possible in a perfect competition. Absence of collusion. Actually, collusion means what? Collusion means secret agreement. What do you think? That when you purchase anything from a Sanmar Ocean City, for example, a mobile phone price is 7,000. You will also find that the next shop, the same mobile phone is at 7,000. However, below one floor, it is 600, 6,800. That is another thing. But actually, what I am trying to say, the neighbor shop, the product price is same, isn't it? Have you found the same thing? Which shop actually a neighbor? They sell the same price product. How is it possible? Because there is a secret agreement that I will sell the product by 7,000, you will also sell the product by 7,000. Why? Because if you sell 7,000, but the neighbor shop sell 6,800, obviously all customers will go to the neighbor shop. So you will be loser. So obviously you will not give that chance to your neighbor shop. So absence of collusion actually is not possible. There must be some secret agreement, secret collusion in every market structure. You know or you don't know, that is another case. Number 7, no government intervention. You think in this way, telecommunication industry at first per unit mobile phone cost was 7 taka. If government didn't interfere, then the cost of per unit mobile phone should be 7 or near 7. But government finds that actually per unit mobile phone cost is near 1 to 1.5. This is per unit mobile phone cost. Okay, it is not or it cannot be higher than 1.5. So it means they charge 7. So what is the difference? Difference is 5.50. So this is the excess amount of money they were taken from us. So government pressurized the telecom industry. If you want to continue your business, it should be around 1.50. So no government intervention. It is also not possible. Generally, government control the market. Is what? Yes. every farms in want to make their profit. Okay, most of the farms actually objective is to maximize their profit. So these are the characteristics of perfect competition. So it means what? It means some characteristics are present, some characteristics are absent. So we can say that in a world, this type of perfect competition actually is not possible. Look here, I have written another one line, that is pure competition. So pure competition actually means what? Actually means, look, perfect mobility of factors of production. Okay. Generally, if these 8 characteristics are present, we say that it is a perfect competition. Okay. But if 0.3 and 0.5 are absent and all 6 are present, then we can say that, yes, Marukan, I will take your question. Then we can say that it is a pure competition. Again, if these 8 characteristics, looks, there are, here I have given you 8 characteristics. There are extra 4 or 5 characteristics still. That means I have written the main characteristics of perfect competition here. 8 points I have written. There are still 3 and 4. You do not need to write because these are the main vital characteristics of perfect competition. From these 8 perfect competition characteristics, if 0.3 and 5 are absent, then we say that it is a pure competition, not perfect competition. So this is the summary of perfect competition. What are the characteristics? Okay, tell your question.
3 নম্বর আর 6 নম্বর পয়েন্ট আবার একটু বুঝিয়ে দিবেন?
Okay, 6 is absence of collusion. Collusion, I already have said, secret agreement. Secret agreement means what? You and your neighbor shop. Okay, you secretly agreed that we will try to sell the product by the same price. Because if you sell 7,000, but if your next shop or neighbor shop sell by 6,800, 200 taka less, obviously the customer will goes to your neighbor shop. So what will happen? Your product will be unsold, but your neighbor product will be sold and he will be profiteer. So this will not happen. If it is 7,000, you decided you will try to maintain that your neighbor shop will also sell by 7,000. Otherwise, anyone will be loser. So 0.6 says that absence of collusion, but in a market structure, there are always presence of collusion. I hope number 6 is clear. Number three is what? Perfect mobility. Perfect mobility means what? Perfect mobility means which factors actually you are using in producing product in Chittagong city. Is it possible to take all of the factors in another city? Let Dhaka city. Let you think about the land. What land you are using? Obviously, you need a land to produce a farm. Is it possible to carry this land to Dhaka?
No, sir.
So actually all factors of production are not possible to carry. So it is also not possible. Perfect mobility of factors of production. Any question? Okay.
হোমোজেনাস প্রোডাক্টস এটা একটু বললে ভালো হতো।
Homogeneous, I already have told you that unique characteristics. For example, Kea soap, aromatic soap. Okay. But what ingredients are they made? The same materials, the same color, the same fragrance? No. So they are not unique. If it is a perfect competition, then it should be unique. Unique means what? Unique means made of same materials. Is it possible?
স্যার
Okay. So it means what? It means now we are discussing what? We are discussing this diagram. Look, what is actually tell by this diagram. So This diagram says a farm in a perfect competition is a price maker or price taker. Look, this is why is a seller defined as a price taker. Look, price taker means what? Price taker means farms do not decide the price. Price maker means farms actually decide the price, which is true. In a perfect competition, I already have told you that there are large number of sellers. So you think in this way, if there are only 10 students in a class, okay, and the decision is go to a picnic, and if there are 150 students in a class, and the decision to go to a picnic, which students actually have higher capability, higher power to control this decision? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The decision is where to go to a picnic. 10 class, you think in an environment, 10 class, 10 number of students in a class, 150 number of students in a class. Which students has capacity to control this decision?
স্যার 150 জনের
How?
স্যার ওরা সংখ্যায় বেশি এই জন্য।
CR.
No. I have said that which students has power to control the decision. If there are only 10 students, it means what? You think in environment, you are also a student where there are only 10 number of students in a class. Okay, so every 10 students decision matters. You say I will go to Cox's Bazar. Okay, someone can save you, someone can support you. Okay, someone cannot support you. However, how many decisions are possible? Only 10 number of decisions. But when 150 students, 150 students, 150 decisions are possible, isn't it? So which decision you will take? Is it possible from 150 decision, which one you will take? It is possible.
No, sir.
It is difficult. It means what? It means that 150 students do not have high power to support their decision, because 150 decisions, number of decisions. On other hand, there are 10 number of decisions. So it means there is a possibility, high possibility, that a student if say something, the other 9 students will try to support him. Clear or not what I'm?
স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
Hello, is the sound loud and clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my question is it clear about that 10 number of students and 150 number of students, which class actually has the higher capacity to control the decision? Obviously 10 number of students, because if anyone says something, the other ones will reject it or support it. Okay, however, your only 10 number of decisions, your decision is a matter also. But when there are 150 numbers of decisions, so which decisions actually matters, it is difficult to understand, difficult to find out. Okay, what is the question we are discussing? We are discussing that price taker or price maker. It means farms in a perfect competition. Is it a price taker or price maker? Generally, we know what? Generally, we know that farm is a price maker, isn't it? Because farm charges the price of the product and sells it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
is it clear what have I said?
Yes, sir.
Farm
স্যার
is a
কথা আটকে আটকে আসতেছে স্যার।
farm is a price taker or price maker, general sense.
Surprise maker.
Take maker.
Right. Look, this is farm. Under farm, there is factory, plant, mill, whatever you say. This is plant. This is factory. This is mill. Okay. And farm is under an industry. Farm is I means in industry there are several farms. Okay, and in a farm there can be several plants or several factories or several mills. Is it clear, this diagram? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what actually I'm trying to say? I am trying to say that, look, farm is in the middle. Why we have said that a seller under a perfect competition is a price taker? Because in a perfect competition, price is determined in the industry, not by the farm. What does it mean? It means that, look at this diagram. I am drawing the diagram. It will be, look, this is the diagram of what? This is the diagram of, this is supply, this is demand. But this is the diagram of industry supply and demand. Supply and demand means what? For example, you think in this way, a shirt is needed in your area. What amount of shirt are needed? For example, 1000 piece. So for 1000 piece, total demand is what? 1000 piece. This is 1000. So to produce these 1000, let the price is 50 taka. So this decision is decided by the industry. Okay. Now, farm is under the industry. Look, so which price is decided? 50 price is decided. So if a farm has the capacity to, how many number of shirts are needed? 1000. If farm has capacity, it will produce 100, it will produce 200, it will produce 50. So it means what? It means this is the demand curve of a farm. This is the demand curve of a farm. And look what actually I'm trying to say. Look, this is the demand curve of an industry. But what industry is decided? Farm actually has to take it. Why? Because there are large number of farms. Every farms doesn't have any capacity to control this price. When there are large number of farms, okay, each farms actually has very few market capacity. It means very few market share. Market share means what amount of product it can produce. Okay. So here I have written 100. Actually in practice, you will find that it is 10. Every farms are going to produce only 10 number of products. Are you hearing?
Yes, sir.
So it
স্যার
means
কথা আটকে যাচ্ছে কথা
it can be the network problem. Hello. Okay. So what actually I'm trying to say, this 50 taka price is not decided by farm. It is actually decided in industry. Farm actually accept this price, and what about the capacity of the farm? Farm actually are produced that capacity. That means 10, only 10. So it means what? The farm is a price taker, because price is made or price is decided under the industry, and in the industry means the summation of all of the farms. That means all of the farms produce 100 amount of the shirt. Each farm have the capacity. Some farms have 10, some farms have 11, but very few market share. You think in this way, when there are large number of seller, it means obviously every seller will sell a very few amount of product. There are huge competition, so they cannot decide the price. Price is decided in the industry. For that reason, farm is called price taker. Industry is a price maker under perfect competition, but farm is a price taker, not price maker. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
স্যার
স্যার কিছুই বোঝা যাচ্ছে না।
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার লেফট নিচে আমি হোস্ট হয়ে গেলাম।
ট্রিট দে বড়।
দিতে হবে।
হোস্ট হয়েছস, হোস্ট মানে কি মেজবান?
অনেকদিন পরে।
আমরা গেস্ট না।
মুড়ি দিলে হোস্ট, ভাত দিলে হোস্ট, আমি তো মুড়ি দেওয়ার হোস্ট।
এই অবস্থা তাইলে না।
সবগুলা মঞ্জুর কেন? এত মঞ্জুর?
দুইজন আছি বেড়া আমরা।
এরই দুজনই তো আছি, দুই ভাই।
একটা
স্কুলেও দুইজন
মঞ্জুর।
ছিলাম, এখন ভার্সিটি এসেও দুইজন।
আমরা দুই ভাই।
একটা আহমেদ, একটা মুর্শেদ নাকি?
ইয়েস।
মানে তোরা মঞ্জুর বংশের পোলা, একটার নাম দিছে আহমেদ, একটা মুর্শেদ। ক্লাসে আসছে কয়জন?
মেগাবাইট। Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay. So it means farms under a perfect competition, they are price taker, not price maker.
Sir, the screen is not visible still.
Is it visible now?
Still it is
I am
white.
sharing a white screen. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So again I am drawing the diagram. Okay. So this is what? This is actually, again I am showing it. The diagram is difficult to you understand because now I am operating through my mobile phone. This is again, I am drawing the diagram of what? The diagram of industry. Okay. So which diagram you already I will give you PDF. So this is what? This is industry. So farm actually takes this price. The same price farm actually is taken. This is the price that I have written 50. The same price 50 and the farm will going to produce 10. So this is farm, this is industry. Are you seeing clearly this
Yes, sir.
diagram?
Yes,
So
sir.
what actually I'm trying to say, where I have written I, this is the industry diagram. Okay, it means the total number of 1000 shirts are needed in your area, but in your area there are 100 number of farms. So it means what? Every farms will have 10 piece of shirt. So, but what is the total shirt? 1000 shirt. And the price of this shirt actually decided 50 taka. So if a farm, if you are interested to produce, this is 1000. If you are interested to produce, you can produce, but you have to accept the 50 taka price. Is it clear or not what I'm trying to say? So for that reason, a farm under perfect competition says as a price taker, not price maker. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I already have said what? I already have said that how many types of market structure? 4 types. So one is perfect competition, PC. This is PC. So I have written the example of PC is credit card. Credit card. You think in this way. Now match with this example, credit card. Does it match with the characteristics of, does it match with the characteristics of perfect competition, credit card?
Yes, sir. It is a perfect competition.
The first one is what? The first one is large number of buyers and sellers. Yes, in a credit card market, there are large number of buyers and sellers. Okay. Are they unique? Are they homogeneous? Yes, every credit card looks like the same. There is a chip, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or you think about milk, liquid milk. All liquid milk are in unique, same color. Actually, what materials you, okay, the supplier actually mix water or not, it is difficult to identify. So if you think about liquid milk, yes, it is homogeneous. The same like credit card, it is homogeneous. Okay, the next one is what? The next one is perfect mobility of factors of production. Is it possible? All factors not possible. But look, one thing is easily you can understand the facilities. Every credit card facilities actually are not same, isn't it? Some credit cards gives you more facilities, some credit cards give you less facility. So it means what? It means credit card industry, yes, you can say under the competitive, but not perfectly competitive, not perfect competition. Look, I have written what? I have written credit card milk industry under the example of perfect competition, but actually they are near, they are not exact example. Clear or not what I am trying to say? So definitely there are no perfect competitive market in the world. So this is, however, we are using credit card and liquid milk. This is one, first one of perfect competition. The second one is what? The second one is imperfect competition. Imperfect.
কিছু শোনা যাচ্ছে না স্যার।
Look,
তার মাঝে আটকে যায়, কথা শোনা যায়।
now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look, someone says that you are hearing my tone, someone says that you are not hearing. Actually, it can be your network problem also or your mobile problem also. Okay, you also check it there. If all of you do not hear, then it is my connection problem. But if someone hears, someone doesn't hear, then your problem. Okay, the second one is what? The second one is imperfect competition. And in the imperfect competition, there are actually three types. Look, why I cannot share the file now? Because there is power failure continuing in our area and my backup system. I already have consumed my backup system. So my laptop is shut down now. Okay, if power continues again within this time, I will share the file. Okay, so actually what I am trying to say, I am trying to say that in the imperfect competition there are three types. The first one is monopoly, the second one is monopolistic competition, and the last one is oligopoly. The last day I already told about it. However, we are discussing the first one, perfect competition. So what is the example of other market? The last day I already have told, try to remember in this way. Monopoly market, actually you will find where? You will find our port, you will find Titas Gas, you will find PDB, all are monopoly market. Now the third one is what? The third one is monopolistic competition. I already have told you that the monopolistic competition is the summation of competition and monopoly. I have given you an example of, always try to remember this example: university education, railway service. University education, there are both private and public. So it is an example of monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition means monopoly. Which is monopoly? Public university actually is monopoly. Which is competition? Look, I am not saying perfect competition, I am saying competition. Private university actually under competition. So education, higher education market or education market is an example of monopolistic competition. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
And the last one is oligopoly. Oligopoly means few sellers. And the latest example is telecom industry, car market. That means telecom industry, car market, their seller are few, 2 to 10. So this is actually, you think about our car industry in Bangladesh, how many car sellers are here? you will not find more than 10. So 2 to 10, if the number of sellers, we say that they are oligopoly. So which one is perfect competition? Milk industry credit card. Competition, don't say perfect competition. Which one is monopoly? Titas Gas, PDB, Chittagong Port, Mongla Port. Which one is monopolistic competition? University, higher education or university education or education industry, railway service. Third one is, fourth one is oligopoly market. That means telecom industry, cars. So these actually are the classification of market.
Sir, then what will be the definition of oligopoly market?
Few seller. Few seller. I already given you the example of telecom industry in our country, Bangladesh. How many telecom farm are here?
Maybe
5.
5 to 6 to 7. 2 to 8 means oligopoly. Okay. Now I am going to discuss what? I am going to discuss a very important topic of this chapter, and that is what? That is how a farm under competitive market decide their equilibrium price. That means they stay in equilibrium. So when they stay in equilibrium, it means what? It means how they decide equilibrium price. And obviously when they decide equilibrium price, it means what? It means they stay in business. So actually what I am trying to discuss now, I am trying to discuss how to settle the price and quantity. I am trying to moving a file for you so that easily you can understand. Okay, give me some time. I hope within few seconds it is possible to open a file to share. Then it will be easier for me also. Now I am sharing the file. I hope.
Sir, now on the class.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I am sharing the file. Okay, this is the question now we are going to discuss. Okay, look, are you seeing the file?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, sir.
So what is the question?
sir.
Okay, now look the characteristics. Okay, there are some things now
Yes,
I
sir.
need to be clear. Look.
Yes, sir.
So look, are you seeing the file clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at the perfect competition. Market structure is perfect competition, number of firms and degree of product differentiation. Here we have written what? There are large number of firms under a perfect competition with identical, that means homogeneous product. So this is for perfect competition. Again, look at C, monopoly. Monopoly means a single product seller where there is no close substitute. Monopolistic competition means what? Many firms, because monopolistic means monopoly plus competition. So what is the characteristics of monopolistic? Many firms with real product differentiation. That means in this market structure, there are differentiate in the types of product. Products actually are differentiated. And the last one is oligopoly. Oligopoly means what? You think in this way, telecom industry, what actually we purchase from this industry? Telecom service. It means what? Per minute telephone communication. So there is actually no differentiation. If there is differentiation, it is in the signal connection or signal lost or again signal reestablished. That means the problem is in the signal or connection, but the service is same, telecom service. Per minute, can you communicate with another one or not? Little means you think about a car. What is the main point of car? To move from one place to another. What about the facility? Look, the facility is extra facility, but the focus is what? The focus is you need a device or machineries where you can go from one place to another quickly. So this is actually the same for all car. But yes, there are different benefits, but main focus is again to move from one place to another. So in a car, there are little differentiation. In telecom industry, no differentiation. So in oligopoly, little and no product differentiation exist. Tell me, is it clear what have I said? Hello?
Sir, আরেকবার
Which one? Tell. Obviously, I will. Which one?
sir, oligopoly.
Oligopoly, what are the example of oligopoly? Telecom industry. In a telecom industry, actually what is your main focus? Per minute talking, isn't it? Per minute communicating. So basically GP, Ropi, Banglalink, whatever or which operator you choose, your focus is per minute talking. Which one gives you per minute talking? Okay, that means servicing is what? Per minute communication with other. Basically, there is no, you can say that yes, sir, there is difference in GP communication, Robi communication because of GP tower. Okay, however, this difference is not very huge, very little difference. Sometimes there is a communication cut in Robi or other operator. Okay, but most of the cases, you focus is continuing talking per minute. So in this sense, telecom industry gives you communication talking per minute. Basically, they are same. So no product differentiation where in oligopoly. Again, if you think about car, look, when you purchase a car, your main focus is not to play music by this car. Is it your focus that
No, sir.
I will purchase a car and I will hear a music? No. So your
No.
focus is what? Your focus is by using this machine, you can move from one place to another. So basically all car has the same facility. Some car has some extra facility that is actually not that much needed. So for that reason, in a car industry, there are little product differentiation. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here the example, nature of industry means financial market is not easy to understand. For that reason, I have written here. Another example, milk industry as well as credit card market. This is the example of each market structure. Look, this is important. Control over price. In a perfect competition, there are a large number of sellers. So each seller has none. None means no control over price because there are a huge number of sellers. A single seller cannot decide the price of the product because price is decided in the industry. The next one is monopoly. Last one, look, monopoly is usually regulated. If it is a monopoly firm, obviously monopoly firm always charge the price. So it is usually regulated, controlled. Some monopolistic competition is the combination of competition and is the combination of monopoly. For that reason, in a monopolistic competition, there are some control over price. The last one is oligopoly. Oligopoly has also some control over price. Why? Because there are only few seller of the farm. And there are few seller, it means what? Every seller has high market share. You think if the total market share is 100 and if there are only 6 operator, so it means what? More or less each farms must have equals to 17% number of share. 6 farms, 6 multiply 17 equal to 100, near 100, 17%. On the other hand, when there are 10,000 number of farms for a competition, you will find that seller will have 1%, 2%, 3% market share. So which farm can control the market? Competition or oligopoly? Obviously oligopoly, because oligopoly, by this example, each farm has more or less 17% market share. Is it clear or not? What have I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the next discussion, it is actually very important discussion of this chapter. Price determination under perfect competition in short run. Therefore, the discussion is based on short run. It is not a long run. Okay, concept. We are going to discuss now. And the focus is under competitive market, how to determine the equilibrium price and equilibrium output. Okay, look, this discussion we will discuss under three situation. First one is abnormal profit situation. The second one is no profit, no loss situation. And the third one is loss situation. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say that the discussion of this question, you have to answer by explaining three situations. Which situation? A farm can be a profiteer farm. A farm can be a loser farm. A farm can be a no profit, no loss farm. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to discuss this question, look, I am again go to the white screen because it will be easy for me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
tell. Tell what have I written? In the horizontal axis and in the vertical axis? In the horizontal axis, Q means production or output. In the vertical axis, okay, Shubho, you have raised your hand, tell. Shubho, do you want to say anything? Hello? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Shubho, you have raised your hand. Do you want to say anything?
sir.
Tell. Okay, if you don't want to say anything, again, look on this diagram. In the horizontal axis, I have written Q. Okay, Q means output. In the vertical axis, I have written P. P means price. MC means marginal cost. Can you remember a few moments ago, I have drawn the demand curve of a farm. What does it look like?
Yes, sir.
Downward and slow.
From
For farm, not industry. What does it look like?
from
Parallel to vertical,
Parallel to horizontal, not vertical.
horizontal. Sorry, horizontal.
This one, isn't it? Isn't it this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So from the demand curve, actually we have the price curve also, isn't it? Isn't it the price?
Yes, sir.
So it
Yes,
means
sir.
what? It means here the discussion is perfect competition and the demand curve of a farm for a perfect competitive market is parallel to horizontal axis. What that reason? This is the demand curve of a farm, but the demand curve of an industry is downward sloping. Okay, don't mix with that. Now, we need a marginal cost curve also. Can you remember the marginal cost curve?
Yes, sir.
This is the marginal cost curve. Can you remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am showing you two diagrams.
Yes,
One
yes.
is demand curve diagram, and from demand curve, we have the price. That means farms actually is a price taker. So from this demand curve, this is the price. And here I have shown you marginal cost curve. Why marginal cost curve? I have shown here because look, our focus is what? Our focus is to know profit. Profit is equals to what? TR income. Or TC means total cost. Is it clear? So it means what? I have said that if you want to discuss this topic, you have to take three situations: abnormal profit, no profit, no loss, loss. What does it mean? It means actually we are focusing on profit. So if we are focusing on profit, we need what? We need total income and we need total cost. So actually, total incomes comes from where? Can you remember? Can you remember total revenue equals to price into quantity?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look, total income means what? For example, Q means you have produced 10 pieces of shirt. So what will be your income? If 10 pieces of shirt and every piece of shirt is 5 taka. So P is 5, Q is 10. 5 multiplied 10, 50 taka is your income, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So therefore we can write TR is equals to PQ.
Sir.
Is it clear? Tell.
Sir.
Okay. So now
Yes,
we
sir.
need what? Now we need total cost. Total cost. Look, can you remember the diagram of total cost? What does it look like? Is it a short-term concept? Can you remember or not?
Sir. Remember, sir. Yes, sir.
I am drawing here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Remember, sir.
Yes, I am drawing here so that who cannot remember, it looks like these ones, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is a cubic shape. So
Yes,
look,
sir.
if we use a cubic shape diagram here, the discussion will be difficult. Yes, we can continue with the discussion, but there is another way also. What is that way? So we are not going to use total cost. Rather, we are use average cost. What is TC? Average cost equals TC by Q, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what is TC? Average cost multiply Q, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Average cost equals TC by quantity. So TC equals average cost multiply quantity. So I am writing these one here. Where instead of total cost, we can also write average cost multiply.
Yes, sir.
Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, I am writing.
sir.
So that means what? Now we don't need total cost diagram. We need average cost diagram, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what does it look like? What is the diagram of average cost? It is U-shape. It looks like a U-shaped diagram, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it? And it is a quadratic diagram. It is not a cubic. Quadratic. Look, marginal cost diagram is a quadratic diagram also, not cubic. So it will be easier if we use all quadratic diagram. Is it clear? Quadratic means the highest power is 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look, in this discussion, we need a formula. What is that formula? That is the formula for profit maximization formula. You have to remember it. No, you don't have to remember, because the last chapter I already have said to you. The profit maximization formula is MR equals MC. Can you remember?
Yes, sir.
Marginal revenue equal to marginal cost.
Cost. It actually comes from profit equals TR minus TC. If profit equals 0, total revenue equals total cost. If we take the differentiation, easily we can find marginal revenue equals marginal cost. I already have shown to you earlier classes. However, I am remembering you. So make it clear. In the market structure, if you try to say anything, obviously you need to take this formula. Which formula? Marginal revenue is equals to marginal cost. Clear or not?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So we already have marginal cost diagram, but there is no marginal revenue diagram. Can you remember marginal revenue equals price?
Yes, sir. Your price is
Can you remember? Because if you take the differentiation of marginal revenue, what is marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is change
Yes,
in
sir. Yes,
total revenue, isn't
sir.
it?
Yes,
So
sir.
from that change in total revenue, if you differentiate, you will find that it is equals to price. What does it mean? It means which is our price, which is our demand curve, that is our price curve, and that is our marginal revenue curve. So it means now we have marginal revenue curve and now we have marginal cost curve. So if you want to maximize profit, you need where marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal. Where it is equal, here it is equal, isn't it?
yes, sir.
This is the equilibrium point. Then what is the
Yes,
equilibrium
sir.
price? Then what is the equilibrium price? OP is the equilibrium price, isn't it? And OP bar and OQ bar is equilibrium quantity. Tell me, up to this, is it clear to you or not?
Yes,
Sir,
Clear?
clear.
Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, but look, we need to find out what is the amount of profit here, isn't it? If we need the amount of profit, we need total revenue and total cost. Total revenue means what? Total revenue means price multiply quantity. What is the amount of price here? Isn't it this one? What is the amount of quantity here? Isn't it this one?
OP. Yes, sir.
So OP multiply OQ. Isn't it a area of the rectangle?
Yes. Area of a rectangle.
So it means what is the rectangle? OPEQ bar. OP bar EQ bar, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
I am writing the area of the rectangle, that is O
Yes.
O Actually, the mobile screen is very small. For that reason, I cannot write all of this thing, but I am trying to write. Okay, so I am writing here. Where? Here. Okay. So what is the area? Area is, this is for tier. This is for tier I am writing. O P bar P bar. Look, I am writing P, it comes circle. Okay. P bar E Q bar, isn't it? Is
Yes,
it clear?
sir.
This is only for TR, not TC. Okay. So minus TC means what? Average cost multiply quantity, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
For that reason, we need average cost diagram, isn't it? Now I am drawing a average cost diagram here. Look, this is the average cost diagram in this diagram here. Where is the equilibrium? Here is the equilibrium. But average cost diagram, look, here we are discussing three situations. Okay. For one situation, average cost diagram is in above. For another situation, average cost diagram will be at point E. For another situation, average cost diagram will be below E. Clear or not what I am trying to say? Actually, the diagram and discussion will be same. Only the change will be in the average cost. Clear or not?
Clear, sir.
So this is average cost. Now we need TC. TC is average cost multiply quantity. We already have quantity. What is the amount of quantity? OQ bar, isn't it? What is the amount of average cost? Look, I am finding the average cost. From the equilibrium point, draw a perpendicular. It touches the average cost at here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So I am giving another name. Let it is M and it is N. Now tell me, what is the amount of average cost?
OM.
OM, yes. OM, or you can say NQ bar, whatever you say. Okay, OM. Now look, come to the total cost. So what is total cost? Average cost multiply Q, isn't it? Average cost is
Yes,
OM.
sir.
Average cost is OM. And quantity is OQ bar. Again, it is the area of the rectangle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So what is the name of the rectangle?
OQ.
Sir, OQ bar and M.
Yes, OM and Q bar, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Earlier,
OQ
when it
prime
is
and M.
earlier,
Yes, sir.
this is the revenue, isn't it? Up to this one. But what is the cost? Cost is this one. O, M, and Q bar, isn't it? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So look, income is higher or income is lower. Which one is higher? Which one is lower?
TC is higher,
Which one is higher?
TR is lower.
Yes, income is lower, cost is higher. So this portion is your income, isn't it? This portion is cost. Cost is higher by what percent? These percent, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is called loss, isn't it? L means loss. This part is loss. Loss. It means what? From three situations, we have discussed a situation where a firm, yes, decided its equilibrium price, OP bar, and equilibrium quantity, OQ bar. However, as the average cost is in higher, for that reason, the firm is in loss. So this is one situation. Tell me, is it clear or not?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
However, if average cost is here, look where. Here. At point E. Okay. At point E.
M.
Then what does it mean? It means income and cost is same. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So then income and cost is same. What does it mean? It is
Same.
no profit, no loss. Look, you have to draw three diagrams. For one diagram, average cost is above. It means loss. Another diagram, average cost at point E. It means income and cost is same. That is no profit, no loss situation. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
But if I draw the average cost here,
Sir, it will be profit.
yes, it is called abnormal profit. What is the amount of profit?
Profit.
This is the amount of profit.
Yes, sir.
So this discussion actually is based on the profit, the price and output determination by a